Hey everyone, welcome back to Speak Flow, where English flows naturally. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Jake. Hey Sophie, I got a message from a listener this week that I think a lot of people can relate to.
Oh yeah? What did they say?
They said, and I'm paraphrasing here, I can watch movies in English without subtitles. I understand podcasts, I read articles, but when I try to speak, my mind goes completely blank. It's so frustrating.
Oh wow, that hit me right in the heart because I hear this all the time.
Right? And it's such a specific kind of frustration because you know you understand English. You've proven it to yourself 1,000 times.
But then you're in a conversation, someone asks you a simple question, and suddenly, nothing. The words just won't come out.
Exactly. And then you feel embarrassed or stupid, even though you're not. You literally understood everything they said.
This is such an important topic. And honestly, it's probably the number one thing English learners struggle with.
So that's what we're talking about today. Why this happens, and more importantly, how to fix it.
If you've ever thought, I understand English, but I can't speak, this episode is for you.
Let's get into it.
Okay, so first, let's talk about why this happens, because understanding the problem is the first step to solving it.
And honestly, it makes a lot of sense when you think about it.
It does. So here's the thing. Understanding and speaking are two completely different skills. They use different parts of your brain.
Really? I always thought they were connected.
They are connected, but they're not the same thing. Understanding is what we call a passive skill. You receive information. You listen, you read, you process.
And speaking?
Speaking is an active skill. You have to produce language. You have to find the words, put them in the right order, pronounce them correctly, all in real time.
Oh, so it's like the difference between recognizing a song and actually singing it?
That's a perfect analogy. You might hear a song and think, I know this one, but can you sing all the lyrics from memory with the right melody at the right speed? That's much harder.
So understanding is recognizing the song. Speaking is performing it.
Exactly. And here's the problem. Most English learners spend 90% of their time on passive skills, watching videos, reading articles, doing grammar exercises, listening to podcasts.
All input, no output.
Right. And input is important, don't get me wrong. But if you never practice output, you'll never develop the speaking skill.
It's like going to the gym and only watching other people exercise.
Yes. You might learn what good form looks like, but your muscles won't get any stronger.
Okay, that makes so much sense. So the solution is just speak more?
Basically, yes. But I know that sounds too simple. And there are some specific reasons why speaking feels so hard, even when you understand everything.
Let's talk about those.
Okay, reason number one, the speed difference. When you're listening or reading, you can go at your own pace. You can pause, replay, reread.
But in a conversation, you can't pause the other person.
Exactly. They're waiting for your response. And that time pressure makes your brain panic.
I've definitely felt that. Someone asked me something and I'm thinking, wait, I know this, but the silence feels so long.
Right? And reason number two, retrieval versus recognition. This is a big one.
What do you mean?
So when you're listening, you just need to recognize words. You hear exhausted and you think, oh, that means very tired. Easy.
But when you're speaking,
You need to retrieve the word. You feel very tired and you have to think, what's the word for this? Exhausted. That retrieval process is much slower and harder.
So it's not that you don't know the word.
It's that you can't access it quickly enough. The word is in your brain, but it's not ready to use.
That's so frustrating because you know it.
Exactly. And reason number three, fear of mistakes. When you're reading or listening, you can make mistakes quietly. No one knows.
But when you speak, everyone hears.
Right. And that fear of being judged, of sounding stupid, of making errors, it creates anxiety. And anxiety makes speaking even harder.
So it becomes a cycle. You're afraid to speak, so you don't practice, so you don't improve, so you stay afraid.
Exactly. It's a confidence problem wrapped in a skills problem.
Okay, so we understand why this happens, but here's the big question. How do we fix it?
Well, the simple answer is you need to practice speaking a lot in low-pressure situations.
But that's where people get stuck, right? How do you practice speaking if you don't have anyone to talk to?
Great question. And this is actually something I thought about a lot when I created my program, because I realized most people don't have a native speaker friend available 24/7.
And conversation classes can be expensive or intimidating.
Exactly. So let me share some techniques you can use to practice speaking, even by yourself.
Even by yourself? Is that possible?
Absolutely. Technique number 1 is something we've talked about before: self-talk, narrating your life in English.
Oh, right. Like, I'm making breakfast. I'm putting bread in the toaster.
Yes, but let's take it further. Instead of just narrating actions, practice having conversations with yourself.
Wait, like talking to myself?
Exactly. Imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" and actually answer out loud.
Out loud. That's important, right?
So important. Thinking in English is good, but speaking out loud trains your mouth, your pronunciation, your rhythm. Let's try it. Jake, how was your day?
It was pretty good actually. I woke up a little late, had breakfast, and then worked on some projects. Nothing too exciting.
See? That was natural. Now imagine doing that every day, just answering imaginary questions out loud.
What are you doing this weekend? Oh, I'm thinking about going to the beach.
Exactly. You're practicing retrieval. You're practicing speaking. No pressure, no judgment.
What about technique number 2?
Shadowing, but with a twist. We've talked about shadowing before, where you repeat what you hear immediately.
Right, like following along with a podcast.
But here's the twist. After you shadow, pause the audio and continue the conversation yourself.
Oh, that's interesting. Like if someone in the video says, I went to the store yesterday.
You repeat it, then pause and add, "I went to the store too. I bought some groceries and then I got coffee."
So you're extending the conversation on your own.
Exactly. You're taking what you heard and building on it. That's active speaking practice.
Let's try it. Here's a sentence. I'm really tired today because I didn't sleep well last night.
Okay, shadowing first. I'm really tired today because I didn't sleep well last night. Now extending. I know the feeling. I had the same problem last week. I watched TV too late and regretted it the next morning.
Nice. You took my sentence and turned it into a real conversation.
And you can do this with any content. Podcasts, YouTube videos, even this episode.
What's technique number 3?
This one is really powerful. Record yourself. Just use your phone.
Record yourself doing what?
Anything. Answer questions, tell a story about your day, describe a movie you watched. Then listen back.
Oh, that sounds uncomfortable.
It is uncomfortable at first, but it's so valuable. You hear your mistakes, you notice where you hesitate, you can track your progress over time.
And you can try again and compare.
Exactly. It's like being your own teacher.
Okay, I like these techniques. But I think some people might be thinking, that's great, but I need structure. I need someone to guide me through this.
And that's completely valid. Self-practice is powerful, but having a clear path makes it so much easier. That's actually why I created From Stuck to Fluent. It's 30 days of structured speaking practice. Each day has specific exercises designed to build that active speaking skill.
So it's not just vocabulary lists or grammar rules?
Not at all. It's real speaking practice, responding to questions, building sentences, expressing opinions, the stuff that actually makes you fluent. Plus, it comes with 500 everyday phrases organized by situation.
Perfect for practicing self-talk.
Exactly. QR codes on screen if you want to check it out, or tap the link in the pinned comment. The bonuses won't be available forever, though.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about mindset, because I think that's also important here.
So important, because a lot of this is psychological.
Right. The fear of making mistakes, the embarrassment.
Here's something I want everyone to understand. Making mistakes is not just okay, it's necessary.
Necessary?
Yes! Every fluent speaker, including native speakers, made thousands and thousands of mistakes while learning. That's how the brain learns.
So mistakes aren't failure?
They're feedback. They're data. Every mistake you make is your brain figuring things out.
I like that. Mistakes are feedback.
And here's another mindset shift. Stop comparing yourself to native speakers. Compare yourself to you from 6 months ago or 1 year ago.
Focus on progress, not perfection.
Exactly. If you understood more today than you did last month, that's progress. If you spoke one sentence more than yesterday, that's progress.
What about that fear of sounding stupid?
Here's a truth that might help. Most people are not judging you as harshly as you think. When you speak to someone in their language, even imperfectly, most people appreciate the effort.
That's true. When someone speaks to me in broken English, I don't think, wow, their English is bad. I think, that's cool that they're trying.
Exactly. Most people are kind. And the ones who aren't, their opinion doesn't matter anyway.
Okay, let me summarize what we've covered so far. First, understanding and speaking are different skills.
Passive versus active. Input versus output.
Second, speaking feels hard because of speed, retrieval versus recognition, and fear of mistakes.
3 real challenges that require practice to overcome.
Third, you can practice speaking alone using self-talk, extended shadowing, and recording yourself.
Practical techniques you can start today.
And fourth, mindset matters. Mistakes are feedback. Progress over perfection.
You got it.
Let's do some actual practice. I'm going to ask you some questions and you answer naturally, like a conversation.
And listeners, try answering too. Pause if you need to, but try to answer out loud.
Okay, question 1. What did you do last weekend?
Last weekend was pretty chill, actually. On Saturday, I cleaned my apartment in the morning and then met a friend for lunch. The tried that new Thai place downtown. It was amazing. Sunday, I just stayed home, watched some Netflix, and took a long nap. I needed it.
Nice. Question 2. What's something you're looking forward to?
Ooh, good question. I'm really looking forward to my vacation next month. I'm going to visit my parents for a few days, and then I'm spending a weekend at the beach. I haven't had a real break in a while, so I'm excited.
Okay, one more. This one's harder. What's something you've changed your mind about recently?
Let me think. Actually, I used to think waking up early was overrated. Like, why torture yourself? But recently, I started waking up at 6, and honestly, I'm way more productive. I get so much done before 9 a.m. So yeah, I changed my mind about mornings.
Great answers. And notice how Sophie gave details, shared opinions, and spoke naturally. Not perfectly, not rehearsed, just natural.
That's the goal. Not perfection, just communication.
Now let's try some shadowing practice with longer sentences. Try to keep up, listeners.
First one. I've been studying English for 3 years, but I still struggle with speaking.
I've been studying English for 3 years, but I still struggle with speaking.
Good. Now a longer one. The problem isn't that I don't know enough words, it's that I can't use them quickly in conversation.
The problem isn't that I don't know enough words, it's that I can't use them quickly in conversation.
One more. I'm going to practice speaking out loud every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, because I know that's how I'll improve.
I'm going to practice speaking out loud every day, even if it's just for 5 minutes, because I know that's how I'll improve.
That last one is actually a great intention to set.
It is. 5 minutes a day of speaking practice. That's doable.
Absolutely. Small, consistent practice beats occasional long sessions.
Let's do a final review of action items. What should listeners do after this episode?
Action 1. Start self-talk. Narrate your day, answer imaginary questions, have conversations with yourself, out loud.
Action 2. Try extended shadowing. Repeat what you hear, then add your own thoughts to continue the conversation.
Action 3. Record yourself answering questions. Listen back, notice patterns, try again.
Action 4. Accept that mistakes are part of the process. Feedback, not failure.
And Action 5. Be patient with yourself. Speaking fluency takes time, but with consistent practice, it will come.
Promise?
Promise. I've seen it happen with so many learners. The ones who practice speaking, even imperfectly, even uncomfortably, they're the ones who become fluent.
I believe it.
All right, everyone, that's our episode for today.
If you made it this far, thank you so much. This was a long one, but I hope it was helpful.
If it was, please hit that subscribe button. It helps us reach more English learners who need to hear this message.
And give this video a like. It really makes a difference.
Share it with a friend who's stuck in the I understand but can't speak trap. They'll thank you.
All right, Sophie, challenge time.
Yes, here's your challenge. In the comments, answer this question out loud first, then write your answer. What's one thing you want to do this week?
Say it out loud before you type it. Get that speaking practice in.
We'd love to read your answers. And remember, we were all beginners once. No judgment here.
Just support and encouragement.
All right, everyone. Thank you for being here.
Keep practicing, keep speaking, and remember, you already know more English than you think. Now it's time to let it out.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.